the clamour for Erik Ten Hag to be sacked from his position of manager of Manchester United seems to be growing day by day. A frankly terrible season which has included inept performances, a catalogue of seemingly self-inflicted injuries, no clear style of play, and a propensity for letting every team we play look like world beaters, while letting them have at least 20 shots on our goal have only turned up the volume on an alarm that has been ringing to some degree since the League Cup final last year. New part owners who appear to have a very clear idea of how they want United to be, and a willingness to do what they feel is needed to make that vision a reality only add to the pressure. So is Erik Ten Hag a dead man walking? The case of getting rid of him seems overwhelming, just going by the information I've already mentioned, and unfortunately, there are plenty of other things that can be added to that list. So let's look at the flip side. Why should we keep him? For the last 10 years, United have been searching for the successor to Alex Ferguson. There has been optimism for every manager since the departure of David Moyes, who absolutely no one wanted except Alex Ferguson. The error of that appointment was apparent almost immediately, and since then United seemed to focus on the name and not the ability, with both Van Gaal and Mourinho being way past their best when they got the job. Erik Ten Hag was something different. We drew up a sensible shortlist, seemed to do our due diligence, and appointed a man considered to be a bright manager ready to take the next step. A legitimate worry was that if we didn't get him, City would when Pep leaves. A good first season once we got the first few games out of the way, led to Champions League qualification on the back of a long unbeaten run, and an appearance into finals, winning one and losing the other. He was strict. He didn't seem swayed by player power, dropped and fined both Rashford and Ronaldo, who he got rid of by giving him enough rope to hang himself with, and brought through Garnacho. He also brought Lisandro Martinez to the club, and no matter what happens to him, most United fans will always be thankful for that. He seemed to be getting the best out of Marcus Rashford, and he has contributed to the vast improvement in both Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Diogo Dalot. This season, the main shining light has been Kobbie Mainoo, but there has also been the purchase of Andre Onana, a keeper clearly suited to the style of play most people feel he is aiming for, and who after a rocky start, is beginning to show some signs of being the keeper we thought we were getting. Unfortunately, the season has been a struggle since the outset, with Mainoo getting injured in pre-season. This was followed by the long-term absences of Martinez, Casemiro, Mount, and Shaw. All of these factors have contributed to a terrible season, but does this mean we get rid? Is Erik Ten Hag the issue? Or has he been hamstringed by the inept people who have been running the club until recently? Would any manager have been able to succeed in that environment? Or is the failing of Moyes, Van Gaal, Mourinho, Rangnick, and this season Ten Hag more symptomatic of a badly run club performing badly? For me, Ten Hag should be part of the last bunch to leave, not the first. Ineos have already started to get rid of poor performing people higher up, and the focus needs to shift to the playing staff. And hopefully our need for money to buy new players means that this is the direction we take. Get the underperforming wasters out of the club, bring some money in, and let the director of football and director of recruitment find players that fit the budget and the playing style they want. Then tell the manager what they need from him. If he doesn't feel able to work like that, then fine. But if he does and fails, then he deserves to lose his job. Let me know if you agree in the comments.